Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome in Roy Whitehead, the President and CEO of Washington Federal Bank. Roy, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Delighted to be here. Thanks for having us.
All right. So tell us, you've been President and CEO of Washington Federal for 15 years now. In 2012, Washington Federal acquired South Valley Bancorp. Why this visit to Southern Oregon?
Yeah, here for two reasons. One, we try to get down here periodically because Oregon, and Southern Oregon in particular, is a very important part of our 8-state franchise. We have 45 branches now in the state of Oregon, and in the wake of the South Valley acquisition, we have about a dozen branches here in the Southern Oregon area. So we try to get down here regularly to call on clients and to develop new business and just touch base with our employees. But perhaps more importantly for this trip, we've just opened, as of about a week ago, what I think is a very innovative new co-branding concept, piloting a branch concept that we hope we can roll out elsewhere in the company that combines both a banking operation, a little more automation than what you might have seen in the past, but still people there to provide the high-touch maintenance that may be needed from time to time. But we also have an upscale deli coffee shop that is a part of the branch as well. And the idea is that we will get exposure to their clients and they'll get exposure to ours. So had a really nice reception from the community on that, and we think it's going to go gangbusters. Wow,
that's an interesting idea. Okay, so, and you guys are now one of the top 50 largest banks in the U.S. What do the next few years look like for your bank?
Yeah, I think the next few years, clearly we're going to have to invest more heavily in technology. We have seen a real spike over the last few years in terms of the number of transactions that are being initiated across the online mobile platform. And at the same time, we've seen a decline in the in-branch transaction volume. So one of the reasons why we're experimenting as we are in Ashland with a new branch concept is that we're all stuck with these legacy 10,000 square foot branches that our customers just don't use any longer. So we've got to find new and better ways to develop relationships with them because we don't get to see them very often any longer. So investing in technology is an important part of that, and being able to execute on these new expectations that our clients have around effectiveness, promptness, and accuracy of the service that we provide online, as well as new and different ways to attract them into the branch so that we can have an opportunity to speak with them. But beyond that, I think it's just more of the same. We were placed on the planet to intermediate funds. Banking is one of the greatest inventions in the history of the world. We provide a safe place for consumers and businesses to keep their hard-earned funds, and then we intermediate those to consumers and businesses who need them to buy a home, to grow a business, and so we just hope to do more of that to improve the quality of lives of the people in the communities that we serve.
Okay, and I understand something we've talked about for several years coming out of the recession is a lot of people complained banks weren't making loans. What is the status there for your bank and for banking industry in general, but also how is the health of the banking industry today?
Yeah, the banking industry is in better shape than it's been in many, many years, including during the run-up to the Great Recession. And of course, we all know how that ended, which was quite badly. But since then, balance sheets have been restored. And the industry, thanks to the Federal Reserve, who's been pumping liquidity into the economy for years now in unprecedented amounts, we all have more cash, more liquidity than we've ever had, probably in the history of our institution or the industry. So we have plenty of money to lend. Our company, for example, has today $750 million in cash sitting on the balance sheet, earning all of 1/4%, and we'd love to lend that money back out into the community. Because we can get a higher yield.
Interesting. Very good. Thanks so much for being here.
You
Appreciate
bet.
it.
Delighted.
Great to meet you.
Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you, Craig.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.